ye mama wa akwa abafe ye ko Bono region ye ko Sunyane ababeda dwa say University of Energy and Natural Resources esukufo no be say enum anase won mo wo school mu ho no nipa num na ya confirm say COVID-19 yade yi wo mo anya bi na mpanimfo say ayemhihye bi ani ho wo mo asomu a wo mo hwe
Bosumi Bosumi mienu suni na Ghana mampanyi ema ye bi school na school sahodro no nkra ne bi anya coronavirus no sesia no ko Sunyane eye suapon a ehwa hodene ne obaade ne paso aba betodwa se nipa num 5 na test positive coronavirus no mu we ade ayemhihye aba beja de suafo no sunti doctor penyina wono na hwe suapon no so Dr. Solomon Fofi ene UTV edi nkomo achese niema dadin pa entimo biara ensuro
5 cases of COVID-19. Marco A lecture, senior staff, senior member, sorry, lecture. Now you have 4 students. You will probably help you to her. And probably they go to the classroom to see that students are compliant. They actually nose mask every morning in our classroom. The management from my baby we're going to use as a holding room. And then she says, so we ban no suspecting her. I said, if you hostel and they bar, they suspect her. Yeah, frame individual response to no bomb on for sample now. Yeah, man on sign for hostel who be. About court holding room until said loss remember. A banner say a negative for you be you cancel him near man. A positive for based on the disease presentation say mild trauma the bed managing or say severe you may refer to the treatment center the hospital or the hospital until you never idea talk
COVID-19 response team no juma because you feel say young calm and confront na ye de share ho protocols neso say na ya dey this one and confirm fan of serious na mom ya manager any problem no kase na me bo ya COVID-19 response team no abaso
creative fear and creative panic ama ya die also say bia bitini ni na ama munjin di say ya re no ama je itino ama say no papa mu bia ya na afọ me say bitini contain disease.
In the management of the COVID-19 university no actually said maybe bia additional for negotiation and they provided Veronica buckets including all our offices are issuing sanitizers you wash your hands and clean it before you have access to any building. And what we are doing is that when we experience the least symptoms of COVID-19 in any individual, we quickly report that to the regional hospital for the necessary action to be taken.
For the Ninia Comrashe Bejo appointment committee no da ho eye adwuma National Security Minister Honorable Albert Kendapa Sabre Mugusua etotonano.
These things you don't make those claims. I mean, I haven't asked 7 questions. This is about my 4th question.
Oh no, I have had it before.
So I was asking in relation to Mr. Chairman, sometimes I get very envious of how patient you are with other, In fact, I was just telling my chief whip when we were outside how you were very patient with my big sister, Honorable Zura, that I wish you were that patient with me also.
I have been very patient with you today.
Oh,
very,
wow.
very, very. Yes.
Wow. Then I should even count myself.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, but let me just finish on that.
Can I? You know, we've been here. We said we'll give ourselves how many hours? Now we've been here about 9 hours now. I think it's way beyond what is possible. Yes, so kindly let's move on. Yes, Honorable Nilante.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. And first, I want to crave your indulgence for some laxity. Because the Honorable nominee specifically mentioned my constituency, and as such, I will ask him that maybe in the case of Odododio, or what has been expressed by Samuel Kujeto, possibly lack of conclusive intelligence may have formed the opinion on the incidents that happened in Odododio. And as such, I will ask him that, judging from the past knowledge and perceptions I have about him, I wish he doesn't disappoint me by getting close to find out what really happened in Odododio. Because the intelligence report you have received about what happened in Odododio is not factual and it's not the truth. So that is my first comment on that issue. First, let me go straight to Ayaso West Wagon. In the white paper, section 6.3, government was unable to accept the conclusions of the May-Short report on the attack of a member of parliament, Honorable Sam Nate George, just on the basis of provocation. I want to ask you, knowing who Yukendapa is, do you think that a sitting member of parliament, or any Ghanaian for that matter, should be assaulted on the basis of provocation by anybody? And if you don't accept, what do you think should be done in this situation on the abuse of the privileges of the member of parliament?
Honorable Chairman, let me just say that this is a very difficult one for me because Honorable Sam George is my nephew, and obviously I'm very close to him. You know, we are not related, but I see him as my nephew, and I know he has that much respect for me. But a white paper has been issued by government. It will obviously be wrong for me as a member of that government to be expressing other views about it. So that I don't comment on the inquiry that you have made.
Mr. Chairman, a follow-up on the same issue. Mr. Minister for National Security, white paper has been issued. In the conclusion of the white paper, I believe you were consulted.
Yes.
Did you in any way advise government to say that in this particular instance, I think that this conclusion is not right?
So again, you are asking me to tell you about discussions that we had as a team, as members of government. I mean, obviously I cannot do that.
Let me go to my second question. There is this perception out there that anybody in this country now who, as we say, tells truth to authority is hounded and possibly persecuted. And belief is that certain two incidents come to memory: the Bentua coup plot and then the WhatsApp coup plot.
Sorry,
this has
what?
Made what is termed the Bentua coup plot, involving Dr. I've forgotten the name. Is it Dr. Buckle or something? And then the WhatsApp coup plot involving the police officer. Please, I'm not commenting on the issue of I'm not. I'm saying that this has created perception in people that anybody who tells truth to government is persecuted. Are we sure we are not creating a culture of silence in the society?
Honorable Chairman, this is a matter that is currently in court. I think it will be inappropriate for us to be discussing it. But as far as the police and the Attorney General are concerned, there was a basis for them to be charged, and that is why they have charged them. Can we please wait for the court to decide on this? And please don't let us see it as an attempt to silence critics. If that becomes the order of the day, it will be very, very bad for this country. And I don't think that is what is happening.
My last question. Human security, and you use a very nice catchphrase: soft solution. Poverty eradication lack of social infrastructure, and as you mentioned, unemployment have become some of the attributable social problems that lead to national security abuses and possibly domestic terrorism. What has been the relationship between your office in the past 4 years with Ministry of Employment, Labor Relations, Ministry of Finance, and other linked ministries in minimizing the effect of such issues on society?
We've done quite some work, and we've gotten to the point where we think we're going to get the necessary budgetary allocation to be able to put some of these ideas into practice. It's a very, very important part of the solution, providing these soft options in those areas where people are likely to be radicalized. We've gone very far, worked with the various ministries, and I think we've gotten to the point where we will get a good budgetary allocation for us to implement it. Already, we're doing some of the things. The army on their own have been doing some work for the people, giving them boreholes, clearing roads for them. They're doing it on their own from their own budget resources. But as I said, we now are going to have a specific budgetary allocation to be able to do that.
Afe yanko ga West municipal eho na yanko hwe ensem a ekoso odumase ene mempe won asem nkuremi enu yi yeso omo konsase ho henam so ama sese yenya ntie se enipa ba kumpo hafemu ahwe ne nkwa wotututu a ekoso na onimonyamfo eye Clement Wilkinson wode nani kotwa wisi akwa de ekoso ewo
asase wontokwa bi na yi niti ewo odumase ene mempem ho asem fontem ene nam so amantokwa yi aba nam so manipa ba kopo afamu ahwe ne nkwa ewo ga West Mexico pon assembly no emu enam so mempelifo de bambofo kogu pa na bakra chipanyi ede ema wo moni onmunyafo Clement Wilkinson woni UTV edi nkomochi mu so mugu so mu yenhwemu ede afansem ne ho na mu de yi ebetu yi
asase ho nsensem ya na ama obi afimu ha na eyitu na obi toye enya koka onipa na wafi mu sisia ewa ha no metiye no empese ye bedaso nti itu anamon aba de empese ya ne se justice ndebe ye twuma na mum se omoye busua ba ko no se omotumi enya omo ho abote ne yehwe baabi a asem na nkasa be ba kodu asem no baabi a be ko kodu ane se ni odifo na odifo menya judge mum but asem bi ba mpanimfo hwe no maka ne dia somdua ba aba betu ebusua panin aba betu ye nuanom mrantie omunyina nso ate asese omeka omakoma to omyem because if Sunday no abesi nde no obi ato na ebufo kaka ba ni mu a na opeso ye bibi anti ne yetu na mo aba ye no mo abekasa
ebusua panin edema odumase ene mempem ho asem oni UTV edi enkomo
na ayese yensa asem no ekodi police phone sama efi kotoku amasaman yensa asem kodi wansama emi enim no kware nnede yenya komanda mofuru yenim se no budget na on so na akwan yeren ete ana aye basa kakra ene masansa nsem we nyina ekoso ebisa asase ne akuapem kwa asase efi poku ase abepem ekropon ana apredi ni nyina ye akuapem kwa asase na yetumitia na obi so vitashi abota asase wa obehwe na anim yes asase nyina we register wa eastern region yeye because to me krata ada so wo nti won ga no wa divert no do ja baga Greater Accra no akoye krata ebia enimu no de abato so enti se yansa se medu commander na nimpa French amasama ni yesre won say o ma di diligence no enye adwuma won hwehwemu ye na ema entiase ene pepepe ye emra ye nyina yentem sana be ya asumdwe ebeba yempeso yeso
ama sama posi panyi enso kasa chese busuani ntimi mfa branch o monsam anya ni omope
security de be bia nsam si de say de nipa ba o say since at some see and you withdraw police for fear afia nti on be wa kopem tama e be hu tension be cut down and kofo na o me involve no yetima chi o mo
yenyina rehu semi so na yenye aboafo enkratom radio